Well, I have the shirt. Let December begin. Or, well, it's almost over. Hello, everyone. Britton here, also known as Samoki Dude, and I hope you guys can hear me loudly and clearly on my new microphone because, yes, I did get a new microphone this Christmas season. I did a test video, which went pretty well, so now I am here with an official video. It's my first video with this microphone. I am so excited. Let me know how it sounds in the comment section below. But without further ado, today I am covering, if you didn't gather already, I am doing the month of December, however briefly, and I am doing it with one of the best runs on the Man Without Fear in the history of comics, and that is Bendis and Maleev's Daredevil run. I hope to end December on a high note with a small dose of December. Now, if you don't know what that is, you can go to Matt Draper's YouTube channel. You can find it out there. It is basically where we cover Daredevil comics all month of December, which I am doing a great job at, by the way. But as they say, never late, better late than never. In all seriousness, though, Daredevil is one of my favorite superheroes. I got my t-shirt on. I got all my stuff. I'm a huge fan of the character. He's one of my favorites alongside Batman, Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Martian Manhunter, so many others. Luckily for us Daredevil fans, we have been fed well. Rather it be the great runs, the excellent TV show that was sadly taken away before its time, and the consistency of the quality of the character. And today, I wanted to pay my due by talking about what could possibly be the greatest Daredevil run of them all, and my personal favorite, and that is the Bendis and Maleev Daredevil run. And I think it's safe to say that this is one of the best. Now, I know that Bendis has certainly aged as a creative, but back in the early 2000s, the man was in his prime, and he decided to add a new spin on the Devil of Hell's Kitchen, and oh boy, did he do it. I mean, my god. Bendis took the fast-paced walk-and-talk dialogue of someone like Aaron Sorkin and added it in the comics, and it went brilliantly. Bendis and Maleev's run is not only a great superhero story, that is only too faint a praise. It is a crime epic with excellent storytelling, engaging characters, and Machiavellian power plays that would make the Corleones green with envy. Now, I should note, what Bendis did so brilliantly with this run is that he took what creators such as Frank Miller had done before with the character of Daredevil and expanded on it brilliantly. He took Daredevil's most iconic story, Born Again, and extended it to its logical conclusion with the excellent arc that is called Out, which for my money is one of the greatest Daredevil story arcs of all time, where one of the Kingpin's lowly mooks decides to out, no pun intended, out Matt Murdock as Daredevil. Now, no worries, this is not a big spoiler. This happens right at the beginning of the run, so I'm not going to be giving too heavy spoilers here, but that is not a big spoiler. Bendis meticulously illustrates all of the consequences of that action and how it wreaks havoc on Matt Murdock's life. There's the old writing advice about how you should place your characters into a tight corner and then twist some more. Well, Bendis masters this trick to a T with this run, and he consistently has Matt in the shit as he deals with this new hiccup, his law practice, and his career as a vigilante. Not all is bad, though. He does end up forming a relationship with a blind lady. And it actually goes pretty well for the most part. Keywords, most part. But another character who steals the show in this run, of course, is Wilson Fisk, the kingpin of crime. In this run, especially in the arcs Hard Case and the Murdoch Papers, we see a kingpin off the leash. He finally learns the lesson about how a man without hope is a man without fear, and we see just how truly terrifying he is when he has nothing else left to lose. We see the apotheosis of the Kingpin's manipulative prowess with the Murdoch Papers, which, of course, has its issues, but man, oh boy, is it a damn good way to end the run. I mean, it ends on a doozy. We see the Kingpin play everyone like a fiddle and ultimately reach the inevitable conclusion that this run has been heading towards. I dare not spoil it here because this run is meant to be read. But for my money, The Murdoch Papers is up there with If This Be My Destiny from Lee and Ditko's original Spider-Man run, or the ending of Alan Moore's epic Swamp Thing run as one of the best conclusions to a comic book run that I have ever seen in my life from the Big Two. I should note that I would be remiss not to bring up Alex Maleev's brilliant artwork. Maleev complements Bendis' great writing with a grimy and gritty New York. I mean, good lord, look at that. Look at that. Excellent stuff right there. We got some more right here. Oh, yeah, look at that. Very good. Yep, we're going to get a little bit more of that. And, yeah, hold on. Let me just show a little something here. Here, look at that. Oh my gosh, that's probably my favorite part of this volume here that I have. But man, the art in this is so good, and it is especially complemented with the colors of Matt Hollingsworth, and especially later on the legendary Dave Stewart, who is known for such work as Hellboy. And, well, Hellboy is the first one that pops in my mind when I think of Dave Stewart. But my God, he's great in this. Though it's not in this volume here. His action choreography, Maleev's that is also exquisite. And his style just oozes realism and attention to detail with the character designs. We also see some other artists on this run. One in particular being David Mack. I mean, if you want to see his art style, there you go. It's a very experimental, surreal watercolor style. I do like the watercolors a lot. I think they're really nice. I mean, I do prefer Maleev's in terms of Daredevil, but the style that Mack goes with is solid because the story that he's doing is basically about a mentally ill kid who basically has no idea what he just saw, so it works well for what it is. And the arc does have a bit of a Sienkiewicz, I think is his name, Bill Sienkiewicz. He did some work with Frank Miller back in the day. He did some Moon Knight work. He's also well known for... He totally didn't inspire the Kingpin's look in Into the Spider-Verse, man. I would be suing for royalties if I were Sienkiewicz, because, my God, the Kingpin in that film looked straight out of Sienkiewicz's style. But I digress. I'm going on another tangent. But I would say I do like David Mack's art a lot, but it doesn't quite add up to Maleev's. I mean, my God, Maleev's artwork is exceptional. And there are a couple of other artists who are in this run, but they just don't quite live up to Maleev's excellence. I mean, well, there are a couple of people who show up, but I won't name them here. But yeah, mostly, for the most part, it is Bendis and Maleev, and they work incredibly well together. And it's just an excellent run all around. Now, of course, this isn't a perfect run. No run truly is. But I must say that the Bendis-Maleev Daredevil does come close. There are points where Bendis moseys around a bit, and there are points where the Bendis speak, as they like to say, does get a little awkward. And while I generally like most of the side stories, there were some I thought were a little lackluster, like the one about this old enemy of Daredevil who's just this old man, and he starts taking these they're basically superpower steroids, only to reveal just what a pathetic ass he is. I mean, I could have done without that one. But that is hardly enough to damper what is a consistently excellent and brilliant comic book storytelling from two creators at the top of their game. And considering all the great runs we've had from creators like Frank Miller, Brubaker, and Zdarsky, that's saying a lot. I mean, really, do not miss Bendis and Maleev's Daredevil. It is truly pinnacle of what Marvel is capable of when they're at the top of their game. I mean, this literally resurrected Marvel for a while. I don't want to spoil too much here, but there is a lot of excellent moments in this comic that I do think are meant to be read. Please, please read this comic as soon as you possibly can. I mean, Brian Michael Bendis, again, despite the fact that I wouldn't say that he is at the top of his game anymore, if you really want to see him at the top of his game, look no better than his Daredevil run. It is consistently well written, consistently entertaining, and with exceptional artwork from the mind of Alex Maleev. I mean, my God. I feel like I'm repeating myself at this point. Just pick this up at some point. And if you do want to pick them up, I would recommend getting the Ultimate Editions I have here. There are 3 of them, so there's one, and then the other 2 I have in my office. I don't want to get them out at the moment though, so sorry about that. But why is it that I love Bendis and Maleev's run so much? Well, I have to say I really enjoy how Bendis and Maleev meticulously take apart Matt Murdock's life and how he slowly begins to go off the deep end. I do go into more detail in my written reviews of this exact run, so if you want to read those, I'll link them down below. But if you are a Daredevil fan, please tell me what are some of your favorite runs that you have seen on the character, and some of your favorite moments from the Daredevil comics. You can even bring up the show if you want, because the show is excellent stuff, and even though I am sad it was taken off too soon. But what are some of your favorite Daredevil moments? Please let me know in the comments section. And aside from that, I think that is it for now. If you liked this video, please check me out on Twitter. You can find me on Goodreads and Letterboxd, where I write reviews that are probably more coherent than the one you just heard right now. And you can find me on Discord. You can come talk to me. And hopefully the mic quality sounds great in this, because, man, we spent a lot of money on this new mic. And, well, that's all I really have to say. Happy December, happy holidays, and have a happy New Year's, everyone.